All right. How you guys going tonight? As you can tell, we are back into our Ultimate Domination Challenge. We just finished putting in 120,000 liters of straw into this facility. Hello, Miss Dustbunny. How are you? So we are supposed to be buying things in order. So 1, 2, 3. That's our next purchase there. I bought 60. Now, the reason we bought 60 is due to the fact that I needed this production closer to these two fields. Funny little note, because of the way this field is shaped, apparently AI workers have no clue what to do with it. So, I can't get an AI to fertilize it. I can't get them to mow it. I can't get them to do anything. This one's fine. This one is not. That's fine. It is what it is. But I needed to get this production in because we're going to be putting water buffalo. When we buy this, water buffalo will be going on this, and then this field, this field, this field, and that field, probably that one. I don't know. Will all be sort of grass fields, and there will be pig farms and all that nifty stuff. Let's go back in here. Wrong one. So right now we have this one. It is currently doing hay. So we've got we put a little over 500,000 liters off those two fields. We got something like 1.2 million liters of grass. Half of it went into this production. The other half went into my silo down by the barn for the temporary storage. So we're turning some of this grass into hay, and we're turning some of it into silage. I'll consider that, but I don't know that I actually want to replow that field, if you know what I mean. That would be painful. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah, silage, hay. Why is this not creating hay? It is creating hay. Why is... Anyway, we put some straw in here. Got a little bit of hay. Got more silage in here than we have the other. And we have some good amount of total mix ration. So, we cannot, this will create total mix ration, but this one will not, you can't put total mix ration in. So if I were to, let's just back up, grab some TMR out of here. So once I take the TMR out, it has to go somewhere else because this will not take TMR back into it. Wait, nope, that was hay. Which is fine because we actually have, why is this not showing up? It's weird. Something must be going on with the mod because it was showing the product going in earlier and now it's not. So not really sure what's going on with that. But we'll pop over to our location here in just a second. And I mean, it does show it's going in, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Just cover that up. That way, if we don't see it, we can ignore it. Okay. So yeah, we've collected all the grass off this field. There are some little bald spots through there on the edges, just like over here. It looks like I'm gonna have to come back through and put some field meadow grass down or something like that. I'm not plowing this to make grass on either side, and I'm not gonna stay behind that car. But you can see where, like, I mowed this and it just went like that. It was weird. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, it is what it is. As you can see, we've tinkered around a little bit, got a little road going in here, and as you can tell, we now have milk. We got meadow, 134,000 odd liters of meadow, and we're going to go ahead and put cows in. These, we're not going to put that many. I believe we had 100. That's what we'll start at. Actually, we'll do 150. Yeah. Okay. Cows are here. And this is empty. Also, I got to return something. I think it was the, no, it's not that one. That one. Yes, we did lease a bigger mower because, believe it or not, that is a lot of area. I already have one that it's about 10 meters wide. But I tried doing that and holy cow. It was taking a fair bit of time. I've actually been in the game for probably, what time is it now? It's almost 8 o'clock. I've been in the game now for about 3.5 hours or 4, somewhere around there. Just trying to get all of this done. So, yeah, prep time just took a while. And we're going to grab a bit more so that we can put this truck and trailer into the cattle barn. And then we're going to finish up our daily stuff that we need to do. And we'll be popping into July. We keep going through money pretty quickly, but in saying that, the wood chips are producing, have produced their first OSB board, so this is good. Obviously, we won't be able to sell them until I think it's January, but it is what it is. And this one's kind of odd. This trailer here. Now I have this trailer on my other series, my Homestead series, and as you can see, the actual the tandems on the back turn. I'm not sure I really like that too much. I may have to take this and put it back into a workshop or something and change those tandems up to where they don't do that. But yeah, our trees are growing nicely. I'm hoping that we've got another year and something before those will actually be full grown. But yeah, I tried the milking machine and tried putting extra on top of that, and it just didn't work out. So, you know, it is what it is. So we went back with this barn. Okay, no spare capacity. Let's see here. This one, yes. And we'll go put this back up. Grab our pickup truck. I think our pickup is back over at the other location. I don't remember. But, yeah. So how are you doing tonight, Miss Dustbunny? How's your day been? Quiet. It, it's usually a good thing, right? Being quiet. I don't know. I think being quiet is pretty good sometimes. I mean, it depends on whether you like it being quiet or not. I do have a tendency personally to like quiet, but I don't know. Me and this fertilizer don't always get along here. I still need to get that stupid tanker out from behind the thing there. Okay. Alright, that was done. Okay, pickup truck. Yes, I haven't done my daily stuff, because, well, I was busy trying to get everything else done, on here. And, yeah. Then, of course, you have phone calls and other things that come up and take time away from this. That's one of the reasons I was late starting this up, was due to the fact that just as I was about to hit the create broadcast button, I got a phone call. One I had to answer. I didn't have to, but my brother probably would have been a little upset if I hadn't. Been like, what are you doing, boy? Come on now. Sense and all that. How's Pepper doing? Pepper being happy? Okay. Well, let's see. Sorghum. I'm going to start using sorghum here soon to put into the factories, Omatana's factories over there. I think we'll start producing bread off those. I will let her know. She'll probably look at me like I've lost my mind, but I will tell her. It's kind of funny how dogs will look at you like you've lost your mind anyway sometimes. Just that look. Jenny is not that old. Jenny's sort of, I think she's probably around 2, maybe 3. Um, she was a rescue, so I don't have a precise number on her age, but I think she's around 2 or 3 years old. She's still fairly young, so she's a very smart dog, though. Extremely smart. I think we'll just put closing. You know, I like this big thing here. Like this big warehouse type thing. But I don't think I really planned for it the way I should have. Otherwise, I think I would have made the backup area, or the area where I have to get in and out, a little more. I don't know. It's fine. I just wouldn't want to bring an 18 wheeler in here trying to get this in here. Okay, so we've got all that. Yes, we need to get. What in the world? Sugar beet. Okay. Why did I start producing sugar beet? I know there's a reason. Pretty sure I was going to put it into Omatanas and start producing sugar for something. Probably chocolate or strawberry milk. Sure, by now people are starting to get tired of seeing me produce chocolate and strawberry milk, but I really enjoy it. Like, I really enjoy having dairy cattle. I enjoy doing that stuff, so. Whoops. Well, not yet. I gotta get some milk first so I can produce chocolate. And strawberries. I gotta get strawberries at some point. That would probably help. Which means I gotta put greenhouses up somewhere. The idea is, because I'm gonna have milk, I'm gonna have milk from the cattle, and I'm gonna have milk from water buffalo. I need to be able to produce something from that than just milk, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, selling milk is useful, and it will give me money, but I'd like to actually put it into a production. Okay. Are you done yet? Apparently not. I think I sped this mill up a little bit. I'll have to look at that. I've never had water buffaloes, so I don't have a clue at all about that. So this will be the first time I put water buffalo into a game save. So it should be interesting, to say the least. Okay. So we got that. That's all of the wood from this production. And I'll do the feeding of all these later off camera. All right. I think we've got everything. We'll head down over to the other location and get the wood product from there. I'm probably going to have to put up a warehouse somewhere over there to hold the OSB boards. Yes, canola oil, yes. Gotta get some canola oil going. I don't want to hit that car. I do have a lot of diesel. I really do. I guess I could sell the diesel. We'll figure it out. Thank you. I'll That's right. Omatanas does do canola oil, so I will need to. Well, did I stop producing the diesel? I don't remember. Let's see. I think. Oh. Okay. Okay then. Guess we'll just grab that. This. Okay. Let's see. Did I stop producing the diesel? That's a very good question. Is this one the one? No. It should be this one. Outgoing. Diesel, 35,000. Did I stop producing it though? No, it's still at 15%. What does it take? Canola, water, and methane. Methane. How much methane I got? Alright, I think we'll produce until we're out of methane. I'm not putting any more grass in here at the time being, for the time being. So I think we'll continue to produce until our methane's gone. And producing this doesn't produce methane, it uses it. So yeah, I think we'll do that until our methane is gone, and then we'll switch all our canola over to Omatanas, which I think we will wind up having to get more of Omatanas factories out and start producing that somewhere. Did you just blow your horn at me? Did you say I'm busy? Blow your horn at me. Silly person. So yeah, I think it. Okay. So I think we've got everything now, except we do need a storage location, which means I'll need to figure out a way to do that. Because our wood chip production over here has started. I don't know. Like, I could probably try it and see if it happens. Like, yeah, I can't I can't distribute it from here. But can I distribute it from... No, it's not one of those. It's going to be one of these. All right, that's producing canola. So we can do distributing there. And we can change that to distributing. I wonder, maybe I should distribute that as well. I wonder what it would do. I guess we'll find out, huh? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay, so that's 7 of them, and we need a storage facility for these. That's a really good question, and one that I have no actual answer for because I don't have a clue whether it would go there or not. I guess we'll find out, right? We'll figure it out. We'll see what it does. Like I said, I'm just about finished with getting all the stuff I need done. So I just need to find a spot to put basically a warehouse to house this. Let's see. Let me figure out warehouse. Should be under sheds. Or is it under silos? I don't know. No, I think silos is where it's at. The one I'm thinking about. Uh, I th I think it will, but in saying that, I honestly don't know what it will do. Um, that's why I find it interesting. So we will tell it to ship it off, and then next month we'll see where it shipped it to. Um, I think that'll be interesting, you know? So, yeah, science, definitely science. Okay, so this is 250 and this is 400. So I think what we'll do is, can I put it over here? I can. So what I might do is I might put it back here. And then that way, I can just store it wherever I feel like. Hopefully we've got enough turn room. Nope. Try again. If I quit hitting stuff, it'd be better, right? Okay. So that has... There we go. There's our storage for now. Yeah. Okay. We have storage. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to check. See what kind of 27,000 wood chips in here. Okay. And what about our other location? 27,000 there and 27,000 there. Okay. That's cool. All right. So, yes, as you can see, Mr. Spunny, there's a sign laying out here in the road, right here. That came from somewhere right here. It was in the way. Very, very in the way. Actually, should I change this around? Maybe I should turn that around. I think that would be a better idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to send those back out. And pop back in here. Because instead of trying to fight to get in here, we can do this. Turn around. Make sure that we put it right about there. And then this allows us to have such an open area that we can just pop through. That's better. Apparently I was not thinking the first time I did this. All right. Everything else should be going the way it's supposed to be going. Okay. Let's stop for a second. Okay, so these spots are annoying me. So we're going to put this stuff over this. And I don't think we're going to put it on the edge here. I think what we'll do is we'll just get this looking like that. And yeah, we'll do it under there too. All these little bald spots in here that I have no idea why they're there. I'm sure it was me doing something like, I don't know, taking out trees or whatever. So but fortunately with the setup we have on our mower, we can actually do this without hitting the wall. I think that's the word I was looking for. Okay, I think it works. And then we'll go, let's see, I think it's decorations? I think it's decorations. Is it fencing though? Is it, what is that? That's a hedge. No. That's a hedge. And this is hedges. So I think we'll go with this one. And I think what we'll do is we'll go, yeah, we'll do that one. Alright, so we'll take it to about there. Can I go that? Boy, you just, we'll do that. I think we'll add one more there, and then we'll just go all the way down. And that should be about where we need to be, I think. That looks pretty good. I like that. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Then we'll go back to this and just clean up that little spot right there. I guess I could have put a fence there, but you know, nah. Okay, and we'll grab the grass. Make it look like it belongs right up against there. Okay. Now the real question is going to be whether, yeah, we'll make the grass go there too. Kind of cover that area up, I think. I don't know, I might just leave the grass there. Might not cut it, I might just leave it there. And that's a little bush. We need to fix that. Okay. I know, kind of boring stuff, but I do kind of want it to look a little neat. And I like, if you want to take it out, like you just right click on it and you can take a little bits of it out. And of course my pickup truck is just sitting there running, which I probably shouldn't let it do since that uses fuel. But on the other side of the coin, I have something like stupid amounts of fuel at the moment, 35,000 liters or so. And I think we'll just do that right there. I'll figure all this out later. I mostly just wanted to get the edges looking better. Now this should all be pretty good. Yeah, all that'll regrow. And I'm gonna look at putting some in here, putting some along these lines, because you can see where it's just nothing. Like, it's just bald here, which is really confusing. Because I haven't really messed with this part of the map, like, to do anything with it. So I'm not really sure why it looks like I don't know, like I came along and just said, we'll make it all just whatever. I literally haven't touched that area. I did here, like doing some cleanup, but the rest of it just, I hadn't messed with it from the way the map was. So, I don't know, maybe it just had the grass low like that. I don't know. It's interesting. But I do like having the grass growing along the edges, especially, I mean, not sort of right out to the road. I do know that I had to clean up some grass that apparently was by the map maker, because it was actually in the road. That was kind of funny. I was like, oh, okay, we got grass growing in the road. Yeah, apparently. I do like the meadow grass. I'm not gonna lie. I do like the way it comes up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I do like the meadow grass. But I think we will kind of end it right there. I've got to come back through and do some work in this area to make it look more forestry, so to speak. Um, See, like this whole area here is just, yeah, it's just bald. Oops, did not want to do that. I gotta go fix that now. Yeah, we don't want that. But I do like the way the meadow grass grows. And of course, I'm spending money to put this here, but I do kind of like the way it kind of makes everything look. Um, I will be doing some more decorating on my own time. We're just kind of cleaning this up, make it look a little bit better to me. I'm sure other people are like, why is he doing this? Well, just because I like it. Um, and I I even like the mowed grass look, like when it's like this, when it's nice and low like that. It's a nice little grass look. I like that. I do have the free landscaping mod, but it does not. It charges me for putting in meadow grass, plants, stuff like that. Um, Anything else, I can landscape anything else. Like I can put dirt down. I can do actual landscaping. It doesn't charge me a dime. Um, but the minute I put down grass or trees, I get charged for it. I don't know if that's the way the mod's set up or what. Doesn't really matter. I'm okay with it. Um, it's fine. It's not hurting me any, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's not like it's charging me an absolute bucket load of money to do it, so it's fine. But yeah, that looks a lot better now. And we'll clean this up. And I'll say we'll clean it up. I'll clean it up and have it come along through here. I'll probably go ahead and go that way with it as well. But for now, we'll just do that. And yeah, that comes up pretty good. There's meadow grass here. I took all this out. There's meadow grass here. And yeah, so I will have to do some more down in there and stuff like that, but it's fine for now. Now, our next purchase is going to be right across the road here. And we are going, whoops, that's the wrong button. No, that's the wrong button too. Wow. Pressing a lot of wrong buttons tonight. Holy cow. All right, so we are going to buy this location. So, number 4 bought. Down to 180,000. So we're not going to plant anything right there right now. But I will probably wind up, excuse me. Ooh, sign. A little road goes through here. It goes around, I think, back over that way. But all this area is ours now, and I'm basically going to turn this into a water buffalo thing. I think this is fairly flat through here. I don't know. May have to. Let's see here. Cows. Do water buffalo and let's see. These other. I assume that water buffalo and cattle share the same barns. I assume. I hope so. If not, then I'm really going to mess something up here shortly. Yes, yes. That's why I'm looking through right now to find the one that's got the milk. No, that's not it. Yes, they share the same barn. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. That is, nope. That is with milk. With milk. Where's that? Oh, wait. Now, see, this one's different than the one I put down. Because the one I put down has I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one I put down with the milk trigger. And then this one has a milk trigger over here. It's exactly the same, but it has like milking machines in it and stuff, which is kind of cool. it's 170,000. I just don't know. Let's see. I think maybe we can get away with placing it right there. I'm not going to place it right now. Let's see. I think, yeah, I kind of want to do it in one of the corners. We may have to try it back here. Let's see. Or how about up here by the road? I think any way we go up here is going to be a little iffy. That might do it right up in there somewhere. And then we'll just make the whole pasture, like the entirety of the plot will be pasture, basically. So I got to work on this a little bit. I may have to do some landscaping because I really don't want to put it on the road. I kind of want to put it right about there. Or maybe I should put it on the road. If I, oh well, it's not owned by me, so, guess we could try to put it right about there. We'll lose a little bit of area, but not too much. So yeah, I think we'll try that. All right. But yeah, I'm basically going to turn this all into grass. Just one big grass field. Well, I'm just going to take and paint it grass. And then we'll figure out a spot to put the... we might try over there. Either way, we're going to try to make this entire plot nothing but one big... because it's 16 acres, I think. Yeah, it's just over 16 acres. So I think if we just turn the whole thing into a one big cattle field, I mean, yeah, it's not quite as, it'll be bigger than this one. So we just need to produce a bucket load of TMR grass, hay, something. I don't know what water buffalo eat, but we gonna find out here shortly. But and I do need to buy a milk tanker as well. Probably need to buy a slurry tanker too. But this is one of the reasons that I kind of transferred everything over, all that going through the middle of town and stuff. It's kind of why I transferred everything over to that production down on that end. And the reason I actually put the production here is so that it can kind of cover all this area for beef or whatever animals we have down here. We won't put pigs down here in this area. The pigs will have to go somewhere in here because we have Omatanas here, and that will make it easier for us to do things. Well, if they take TMR, then they will be fed TMR. So yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to cut this. I'm trying to cut the map basically into thirds. So like this is a third below this point, and we'll have a production system somewhere down here. This is a third here, and we'll have a production system here. Although I don't know, I don't think you can get from here up here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's actually, well, wait, there's a road right there. But then you got to come all the way around to do this. So we might have to include this into this area and include this into this area along with that. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to group it into different groups, so to speak, as best I can. All right, so we do need, oh, we got some more wool here. So we'll go ahead and grab that and shove it into our Granny's network. I really do love the way the trees grow. Right, that in there. And then I think we'll just dump this here and head up here. Well, that's going to be fun getting in there and trying to do forestry. Yeah, that's going to be fun. We may wind up getting some bigger forestry equipment to do the oaks. All right. Our day is done. Well, technically. And we will get up at 6:30. I think we're going into August. And I will have to check our contracts too, because I did say that whatever we did, we would take contracts if we could get straw off of it. Good evening, Mr. Ghosty. How are you today, sir? How's your weekend so far? Hope you and the family are doing well. Still hurting. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Did you try to do something that you weren't supposed to do, Mr. Ghost? I mean, as you get older, you start learning that certain things you can't do anymore or they hurt. Oof, that sounds bad. Alright, let's grab these. I think we should be able to grab at least one more. Yep. We'll grab this. Oh, well, yeah, that's not good. Bad thing about those things is this something that's going to haunt you for the rest of your life, you know? Yeah, anytime you do serious bodily injury to yourself, it just seems to haunt you for the rest of your life, no matter what you do. Okay, so I wanted to check to see if we got canola in here. We do. Look, Miss Dust Bunny. Look, we have canola. Look at that. Science. Let's see if we have any canola in here. Oh, we do. Science. There you go. Look, I can completely understand that, Ghost. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Go ahead and activate that, and we'll go ahead and activate that. All right. It did. It did work. So this is a good thing. Okay. this sorted. Sorghum. Well, it should get our hay out of here too. I wonder if you could distribute this. The hay. Okay. Let's get this around here. I have to put in another Omatana. This is purely just for doing sorghum because we're putting about 15,000 liters a month away into our storage here. And that's not doing as much good because all we're doing is storing it. We're not actually making anything out of it, which is not good. Okay, so what has it done with the sugar beets? That would be the next question. Because I did tell it to do distributing with those. Surely it wouldn't have put them in here. It did put some in here, and it put more canola in here too, I think. But did it put any into here? It did put some in here as well. Okay, okay. So, we will go ahead and tell it to produce. We'll go ahead and tell it to produce sugar, and we will go ahead and tell that to produce sugar. Okay. So, we got sugar running, we got peas running, we got canola oil running, both of these. Right? Yes. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's go grab... yes, thank you, Miss Desmoney. My brain's just not functioning on the correct level today, it seems. I was going to drop through there, you pain in the butt. Okay, well, I guess we'll go over here. Then we'll drop through. Unless it puts more out. Okay, so... Can't drop through if you hit a post. That doesn't work well. Alright, there we go. Excellent. And, what? Holy doodly. Okay. Alright. I'll have to have a chat with that production over there, I think. Yeah, we're not going to make that swing. Push. There we go. Alright. That should be it, right? Pull forward. Make sure that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. Before we run off, I have to remember I need to put water and grass in with the sheep and the goats. Don't want them to starve. That would be bad. Well, Mr. Ghost, I really do hope that it gets better. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't even be able to tell you where to begin on how to try to straighten that out. Especially if you had an injury and chiropractor only lasted a week. Yeah. I don't know. That's tough. I mean, I tell you what I do, but I mean, well, I say I haven't injured my back, but I probably did at some point. And just didn't acknowledge it. I have a tendency to use bare back and body. And I am a firm believer in heating pads. I have 3. As a truck driver, my back tended to hurt a lot because of having to sit in one position all the time, things along those lines. Bad roads, you name it. But like I say, I didn't actually have an injury to my back, so I don't know. But let's say the bare back and body has worked for me quite well over the years. Of course, it's not one of those take it and it immediately helps things. I wish it was. Geez, that would be nice. But unfortunately, there's no magic pill for that kind of pain. Alright. The goats and the sheep are eating quite a bit. I'll probably grab the rig and may wind up having to get another trailer just to transport grass from that location down there until we actually are able to buy the fields near here. There will be some transport that's going to be necessary. And I can't remember what field numbers are around here, but I think it's like 16 or something. So it might be a minute before we're actually able to buy the fields near us. Yeah, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, and 19. So, and we just bought number 4. Yeah, it might be a minute. All right, so got the sheep and then fed. Well, hopefully, I'm very hopeful. So I probably won't get another. I might get another field tonight. I just won't be able to produce out of those fields just yet. Let's see, water. Actually, no, we won't do the water just yet. We're going to run down and go to the other location, get all the wood that is being produced down there, ship it off, sell it, and then we'll see where we're standing. I will absolutely have to buy a milk tanker though, and we're going to have to put a dairy in somewhere. or we're just going to have to start selling the milk, one or the other. At least until we can afford to put some dairy in. I got room because I bought this little thing. So we can actually put our productions there. Would you get out the way? Thank you. There's some serious bumps right through there on that road and in that field. Very serious bumps. I don't know if there is a dairy that does both. Like on my homestead, I had to put 2 separate dairies down to be able to do the chocolate and the strawberry. So I'll have to go through and look and see if there's a possibility that there is a dairy out there, like a mod, that will actually do both. Because I don't know if I don't think I have it. If it can't get that one. No, unfortunately it's 2. I would say I'd just pop over to my other save, but okay, so if you're looking at factories, you have this dairy, which is not, this is just a dairy. I think this is the in-game dairy right here. And then I have a modded dairy. I may want to put that up at some point too, this vegetable processing plant. I've never tried it. What is that? Popcorn factory? Okay, cool. Now, I did download Farmer Donkey's chip and wood sawmill. I will be putting this up in this save somewhere. It will go somewhere. I haven't made up my mind where it's going to go yet, but it will go in here somewhere. Okay, so this one is 245,000, and it does strawberry milk. I thought I had another one that's cheaper than that, but I don't know. And then there is another, that's the other factory. It's a multi-dairy. And this is the one that does the chocolate milk and the chocolate buffalo milk as well. So you can produce chocolate, chocolate something and something. I can't remember. But that's that one, which is pretty cool. I have a pasta. There's another dairy, but it does the buffalo mozzarella, it looks like. But I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's all my dairies. There's a creamery factory. I'm not really sure what that does. I may have to put that down at some point just to see what it does. Yeah, I think that's the only dairies I have, but those 2 dairies, one will do strawberry milk from regular dairy cows. It won't take buffalo milk, I don't think. I don't think it will. If I can find it again. So many different productions. Well, there's a modern sugar factory. I don't know what that's all about. Flour mill. So yeah, this is the extended dairy production. I mean, maybe it will take. Well, I guess it depends. Like, I don't want something that's. I kind of want something that's going to be able to fit into, like, this area. Like, I'll take these two trees out, and then that will kind of square me up. And then I'll kind of want a couple of productions that will fit in this area. This has got to be here because it's producing my TMR. And then this this is the edge, and like I can take these trees out and maybe put something over this direction. But that's sort of the edge of this little block. It was $177,000 to buy this block of land. But I needed it for the productions I got to put down, you know. So yeah. See, this dairy will fit easily into this area. Not a problem. Like literally I can stick it back here somewhere or even stick it up the front somewhere and be fine. And then with the other multi-dairy, you know, it's more or less garage size. So I could do that. I don't, do I have those? I don't even know if I guess I don't have those. Yeah, send it to me. I'll have a look at it. Not sure about the speed of things. See, there's another dairy here, but it does, like, this is a big freaking dairy, right? It's huge. And yet it doesn't do chocolate milk. It doesn't do strawberry milk. It just, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. See, like, there's an oil mill. Put stuff there. But yeah, so it's kind of strange, but it is what it is. Anyway, let me finish up here. Whoop. Don't hit the car. So we're at 420,000. We should have, I think, one more. Oh, okay. Let's go over here and see if we got any more production from here. We did, so that's good. Let's grab these. Should be a couple more, I think. Yep, a couple more, cool. Then we'll go stick these into our warehouse. And then we've got this good. Excellent. And now we will grab these, and that should give us a little bit more money to work with. Whoops. Did it get all of it? It did. Cool. All right. I'm going to shove these into our... It's very convenient having this right here. The fact that I didn't have to get another production thing going. All right, so before we run off, it's this one. Oh, let me turn the engine on. Which food we got in here? Fill it up, please. Thank you. We have cows that need food, bro. Apparently, if you're too far forward, it will not take it. Okay, cool. All right, so we have 16,000 liters of milk, 26,000 and 34,000. Okay, then. Oh, yeah, they know feeding times here. That's it, boys. That's it, girls. Y'all Dairy Queens, get in here and get you something to eat. Okay. So let's just double check our cows here. Milk. Okay, so I need to put down... Okay, I need some additional storage for our milk. Pretty sure it's in silo extensions, maybe? Yep, there it is right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the extension out here. That should give us an additional 20,000 liters of milk. It's a shame we don't have like a big milk tank, like a really, really big one. That would be nice, but we don't. It's separate. The slurry is underground, silly. And these are completely separate from everything else. Fine. Fine. I'll fix it. Okay? I'll fix it. Hang on a second. Alright, so we're going to put the tanks. Wait. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. We don't care if it's overlapping. Just put the tanks here. Better? They're not next to the slurry. They're removed. See, they're in the same spot as the milk jugs. Is it better? Oh, 500,000 liters. Good heavens. Yes, please send that to me because, yeah, that will be fun. Okay. The slurry and the manure we're okay with, because we have plenty of room and we have plenty of room in the milk thing now. So by adding, that's 40,000 liters right there with those 4 tanks. So we should be good. Where's my, thank you. Okay. What else did we have to do? Oh, yes. Yes, okay. I think we will go over here and see if we can figure out a way to put in a cow barn across from our production location and go ahead and start the process of maybe getting ready to put some water buffalo in there. Normally I would mow the area down around the edges, make it look good. But today is not that day. So basically what we're going to do, I need this and that and grass. I will come back and deal with any extra here in a minute. Because we need to turn all this into, well, grass, basically. Because the whole thing's going to be a field for cattle. And then we'll be putting down whoops, I can fix that. I can fix that. I can definitely fix that. All right. I'm not sure how far away this goes, and because I have a landscape anywhere and I can basically landscape everything on the map, I'm trying to take it a little bit easier here and not go too crazy. All right, so okay, that basically covers that. We'll do this. Pretty sure part of this is ours. I think. I guess probably should look at that and make sure. Um, yes, take your time, save, etc. Okay, so let's see how much of. Okay, so part of that dirt road's ours too. Cool. Oh, hello, my favorite vampire. How are you today, good sir? Okay. I don't know. So part of this is ours. Part of it is not. I'm assuming about here's where our little pathway ends. But we do have part of the road. Part of the road's ours. Hope you and Miss Ebony are doing well, Mr. Stu. Well, I'll be honest with you, Mr. Stu. I don't blame you. I'm. I would like to go back to bed as well. I'll be honest with you. Um, it would be very nice for me to be able to go back to bed. Um, didn't sleep very well. Knew I had a live to do tonight. Um, and of course, about the time I got ready to do it, I had phone calls and about 50 other things come up. So I was late actually getting in here. Uh, yeah. And I was already working on this particular um, save. So I was like, well, we'll do this tonight because otherwise I'm just going to look like an idiot. But yeah. Yeah, about like you. Haven't been sleeping the best. Um, Constant up and down and um, some other stuff going on and sleeping here and there and then getting up and then not sleeping and then sleeping and then waking up in the middle of the night for no reason I can think of aside from just being woke up. Let's see here. I really would like to put that ballot right there. Of course, some idiot's going to come around with a car and hit my barn. But, you know, on the side of the road. Where on the side of the road? Well, I'll be honest with you. Um, as a truck driver, I learned waiting is something that you have to do. I don't see the gold. I see a sign. Okay. Because I'm like looking for a horseshoe. All I see is a sign. Alright, so let me see if we can't level this out somehow. An attempt. I think we'll put. I think. Oh, okay. Sorry. So if we come here and we level this out, well, will it? do what I need it to do. Level all this out. Because it keeps telling me up here that it wants to, I don't know, do something. Spend money, basically. I think that should be pretty good. Let's find out. Oh, I gotta go hunt down the dang cow barn again. Holy crap. Is it, I think it's this one? Wait. Milk trigger there, slurry trigger there. And if we put this, I don't know, about right there. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret there, Mr. Stu. If somebody's paying me to sit around and wait, I'll wait. I have no issues with that whatsoever. I remember back when the hurricane that hit Florida, Panhandle came through, and they asked me to go down and take a tanker. It was a avgas. It was to words. It was to fill up helicopters and stuff that were out searching. And I was getting paid $800 a day to sit there and carry that avgas truck around and wait for it. And I was like, "Yep, I'm okay with that." So, you know, that's what I did. I delivered it down there. I waited on it for it to fuel. I brought gas to it. I did whatever had to be done with it. And I was down there for about a week or so. And yeah, I was just like, yep, I'm getting paid for it. I'll wait. Not a problem. All right, so I think we're going to do that. And then the road, well, I guess technically we should probably go that way. Yeah, I think so. Now, I can't go all the way back up. I have to go up to about here, I think. So 2108. So 2108. That one. I think that's about right. Yep. Okay. So is that going to do what it's supposed to, or is it going to be off? Let's see. I think that's off. Yeah, go ahead and plant them in there. Okay. That's straight enough. No, it doesn't sound like any fun either. But yeah, like I said, we were, I'm going to go eat here shortly because I haven't had anything to eat. And then I got to get rid of these. And we're down to 149,000. And I need to put TMR and I need to put straw in here. So you know what? I think we might be calling it right about there because I still have some work to do because I need to get rid of the shrubs in my pasture. I don't like shrubs in my pasture. And we need to clean up around the edges. But I think the fence came out looking pretty good. We've used up pretty much the entirety of where this plot was. So that's what's around 16 acres. Not too shabby. Not my field. Excuse me. I'll plant them a tree or something. I'll put a couple trees out in the middle of the pasture for them. They can use that to scratch on. But anyway, guys, I'm going to pump out of here. Like I said, I haven't had anything to eat. I need to go get that done. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. How many does a barn hold? Good question. I don't know. Let's go find out. My milk trigger's on the other side. Okay, cool. But the slurry does 613. Pretty good. 613 for almost 16 acres. That's pretty good. I like it. But we're gonna have to wait to get the TMR. TMR is being produced here, so that's good. We have straw somewhere. It's in a storage system somewhere. So, but Mr. Stu, I will look to see if I am able to join you later tonight. Are you doing the Axe to Empire still? But yeah, let me know, Mr. Stu. Just DM me on Discord. I'll see what I can do. Again, it kind of depends. You know the reasoning behind that. So anyway, all right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I appreciate you taking time out of your weekend to join us and watch us do silly stuff on a game. And if okay, no worries, Mr. Stu. That's quite all right. But I do appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate your time. You take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic weekend. And I will catch up with you hopefully Tuesday if everything goes well. And we'll be possibly doing this one or Homestead. I'm not really sure at this point. So take care, guys, and take care of yourselves. Catch you later.